Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. And in this episode today, we'll be entering into one of the most important kandas of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana, and that is AyodhyaKanda. Now, AyodhyaKanda is extremely important because here we see how balanced Sri Ramachandra is and how he makes a harmonious blend of Satya and Dharma. For example, in this Kanda, we see some people who are stuck with Satya, which is truth, and some people who are stuck with Dharma, what is correct. And we see the importance of the wife and husband dynamic. We see how friends interact with each other. We see how brothers interact with each other. We see how Sri Ramachandra teaches entire Rajaniti in a matter of few shlokas to one of his brothers. We'll also see how mother and child conversations takes place. How Sri Ramachandra conducts himself in this particular kanda is what exemplifies his conduct as the Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. Okay, so extremely important kanda. We see how Sita Ma responds, rises to the occasion. I mean, every line, and this is one of the biggest kandas also. Like this kanda has about 178 or 180 sargas. I think it's 178 sargas. So this is a very big kanda. How do you behave in front of your mother? How do you respect your father's word? How do you take happiness and sorrow in the same way? All that is very nicely spoken of here. And this also talks about the greatness of rishis and munis. And then we also see how Sri Ramachandra breaks the argument of Nastikavada. So this kanda is all about wonderful conversations, and this kanda also shows how people would manipulate us into doing something we never wanted to do in the first place. So all in all, one of the greatest kandas of Srimad Ramayana. Obviously, we have Sundarakanda and all where we see, which are also treasures, but this Ayodhya Kanda has an importance of its own. So we get into this, and this one particular kanda, which Ayodhya Kanda that we are going to talk about, is the medicine for all our weaknesses. Many times in our lives we look at a challenge and we think, will I ever be able to rise to this? Will I ever be able to rise and face this challenge? Can I keep my calm in the face of adversity? All that this kanda teaches us, and it starts off with a wonderful shloka. It starts off by saying, Gacchata matula kulam bharate natadhanagha Shatrugno nitya shatrugno nita priti puraskruta. Gacchata is the first word of this kanda. So what does this gacchata mean? It simply means in Sanskrit that gone. He has gone. Who went? Bharata. Where did he go to? He went to Kekaya Rajya, and Yudhajit is his mama, is his mother's brother, and Yudhajit came and took Bharata and Shatrughna to his father's place. I mean to say Yudhajit's father's place. So he took them to his maternal grandparents' home. Bharata and Shatrughna now went to Bharata's maternal grandparents' home. Then why should they could have started the shloka with Bharata Gacchata, no, right? I mean, they could have done like that, right? Valmiki Maharshi could have written a shloka like that, right? No, but why did Valmiki Maharshi start by saying Gacchata? See, by the end of this Ayodhya Kanda, everyone would leave Ayodhya. How? Sri Ramachandra, Sitama and Lakshmana would go for Vanavas. Bharata and Shatrughna would go to Nandigrama. The emperor, Dasharatha Maharaja, he would have gone to Swarga. So in a way, everybody is leaving Ayodhya. That's the beauty of Valmiki Maharshi when he is writing. He starts in the first word of the Kanda itself. He gives us enough hint as to into which direction the epic is proceeding. Okay, that's how it starts. Now, Shatrughna, why are they calling Shatrughna as Nitya Shatrughna? Because Shatrughna has cleared all his antashatrus. That's what the Shatrughna is. Anagha. He is a person who has not done any papa. That's why Shatrughna is such an important person in Srimad Ramayana. And every day it seems Bharata and Shatrughna, while they have gone to Bharata's maternal grandfather's place, on a daily basis, these people were thinking of Dasharatha Maharaja. What would have been my father doing now? What would have he eaten today? Probably he would have kept the sabha. Probably he would have handled so many tough cases. He would have given Nyaya is justice to a lot of people. So this way Bharata and Shatrughna were thinking about their father again. Why are these being told to us? These are being told to us because these are the things that we are expected to get into our daily lives. That's an important thing that we need to understand. Okay, these are the things that should become a part of our lives. Please understand that. Now, Dasharatha Maharaja also was very happy, and he was happy with all his 4 sons. See, in your body, is there any idiot who would say, I love my right hand more than my left hand, my right leg more than my left leg? No, right? He would love all the 4 as they are limbs of his body, of the same body. Similarly, Dasharatha Maharaja was loving all 4 of his sons, and in those also Rama was clearly little, he is making his father happy with all his sadgunas. So teshamapi mahateja Ramo ratikarah pituh swayambhuriva bhutanam babhuva gunavattaraha. So Dasharatha Maharaja loved all 4 of his children. In that he loved Ramachandra, Sri Ramachandra, a little more. Satunityam prashantatma mridupurvam tu bhashate uchyamano parusham notaram pratipadyate. Here again, as I told in Balakanda, here again in AyodhyaKanda also we get to see Sri Ramachandra's qualities, and one quality that they are describing here is Sri Ramachandra was always happy. He was always, in the state of happiness. He was not really getting agitated quickly. His manas was always nirmal. And even if people were coming and trying to poke Sri Ramachandra into fight or something, Sri Ramachandra was like, see, he was not getting into any fight so easily. Okay, kadhanchid upakarena krutenaikena tushyati nasmaratyapakaranam satamapyatnavattaya. This again we discussed in Balakanda while we were discussing the 16 qualities of Sri Ramachandra. If the person who is opposite to Sri Ramachandra has done him some help, knowingly or unknowingly, Sri Ramachandra used to think it many number of times. And if some person even has intentionally harmed Sri Ramachandra, he would have nasmaratyapakaranam. He was trying to forget it as quickly as possible. Okay, that was Sri Ramachandra. We'll be seeing a few more qualities also. Buddhiman, Madhurabhashi, Purvabhashi, Priyamvada, Viryavan, Nacha Viryena, Mahatasvenamisvitaha. So Sri Ramachandra, he always spoke in a soft way, in a sweet way. That doesn't mean he spoke lies. He spoke in a sweet way. And Purvabhashi, if Sri Ramachandra knows someone and he is coming in the opposite direction, and Sri Ramachandra would never wait for him, for the other person to come and wish him. Sri Ramachandra would wish them first and would start a conversation with them first. Priyam Vadaha, whatever he speaks was really good and was really giving happiness to people who were listening to it. Viryavan nacha viryena mahatas venamisvitaha. And he was almost the unchallenged and unparalleled warrior. Such great was his Bhujabala. Nachanruta kadho vidwan vruddhanam pratipoojakah anurakta prajabhischa prajaschapyanuranjaye. He never spoke lies. Whenever he saw elders, he stood up from his seat and went to them and then used to welcome them. And when Vasishtha was coming, he used to go till the Radha and give Vasishtha his hand so that Vasishtha Maharshi can climb down from the Ratha, from the chariot in which he came. Nasresi Rato Vidwan and Naviruddha Kadha Ruchihi Uttarottara Yukto Cha Vakta Vachaspatir Yatha. Sri Ramachandra never spoke unnecessarily. He never spoke anything that did not give goodness to others. And he always did works that were good, that were giving the entire family Shreyas, are the works that are going to help his family and help the humanity at large. Dharma Kamar Tattvajnah Smritiman Pradibhanavan Laukike Samayachare Krutakalpo Visharadaha. He used to give very good examples when he was speaking, and he had a great presence of mind when he was speaking. And at any point of time when he was getting into a longer conversation, he always used to give references of what his gurus taught him. Satsangraha pragrahane thana vinnigrahasya cha Ayukarmanyupayajnyaha Sandrushtav Jayakarmavit. So Sri Ramchandra knew how to save Satpurushas or good people. He always knew whom to be kept where. He always knew how to give proper postings to people. He knew how to earn the proper money needed to rule the kingdom. He knew how to use that money. And see, I mean, because he knew all this, we all want Ramarajya, right? And he always was able to do these things with people in his mind. Arohe Vinaye Cheva Yukto Varanavajinam Dhanurveda Vidam Sreshto Loketi Ratha Sammata Aviyata Praharta Cha Sena Naya Visaradaha. And now Sri Ramachandra was a Atiradha. He also had great amount of Astra Vidya with him, but then he never used the arrow on anyone sparingly. Dasharatha Maharaja was now growing very, very happy because he was having a son who was excelling at all this. And one fine morning, Dasharatha Maharaja called for a grand sabha. And what would he be discussing in that sabha? Well, we will discuss that in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om sarvam satguru sasana maharaj swam charanarvindar pranamastu. Om tat sat. Om